in the fight and help us win one for the Gipper.
Hello everyone, and welcome back to Let's Play Wasteland 3. I almost said Pathfinder there. Where last time we helped Flab the Inhaler out and the rest of the monster army. Got the movies back, and we also killed Charlie Nose. Spoiler, in case you haven't seen the last episode, but we killed Charlie Nose. And now we're heading out to Denver to begin the main quest, where Valor Buchanan is holed up with the Gippers.
Calling all Rangers. Red alert! Red alert! The city of Big...
Up. As you enter a wooded ravine. Where? Something makes you slow the Kodiak. A movement? A noise? A flash of light? Maybe it's just a feeling, but the night seems darker now. The hairs rise on your neck. Trust your instincts. Go cautiously. You crawl ahead in low gear, eyes darting everywhere. It gets darker and darker. After a tight turn, your headlights flash across two big metal structures flanking the road. Structures? No. Robots. Another step behind the Kodiak. Their servos whine as they lock their guns on you. An amplified voice tells you to step out of the vehicle. You don't really have a choice. What's going on? Are we fighting? Hello. Whoa.
All right. Light 'em up.
Oh.
Wow. And I thought Colorado trash was sad. You made a bad deal, Rangers. My father's using you for cannon fodder. Go back to Arizona before you take a bullet for him. The graves are cold up here. And on your way home,
Oh.
tell him to hire a better class of spy.
She looks awesome. Damn. Now we know why your father told us to bring you in. Put your hands up. That's some cold-blooded shit. We're taking you out here. We're taking you out here and now. Alright. Alright. We'll deliver the message. Now we know why your father told us to bring you in. Put your hands up.
Points for bravado, but my robots will turn you into a thin red mist before you get a shot off. Want to reconsider?
Why do you want to overthrow your father?
Because he's taking too long to die of natural causes. Colorado will die before he does if someone with some vision doesn't take control ASAP. And that's not either of my brothers.
You think your father's killing Colorado?
Are you blind? He's letting a crazy cowboy cult control our oil production. Our main trading hub is run by a bunch of idiots in monster masks. All that should have been state-run ages ago. Why am I arguing policy with a bunch of gun jockeys? The point is, my father has Colorado in the palm of his hand, and he's afraid to close his fist. I am not.
You don't think your brothers are fit to rule?
Ha! I can see you haven't met him.
I was on my way.
Vic's a depraved child, and Val's a brain without a spine. I wouldn't trust either one to run a mess tent, let alone a country.
Damn.
To think of all the years my father wasted grooming them for glory when I was right there. God.
What else should we know about Victory?
Shoot him before he talks. Your sanity'll thank you, and you'll be doing Colorado a favor. Not that it'll be easy getting to him. He's got his followers hooked on some kind of hypno-happy gas. They'll do anything for him, including die.
Man, that reminded me of I forget the name of the DLC, but the DLC in The Outer Worlds, where you had like the slugs that made you super happy. Oh, that was so creepy. Tell us about Valor.
The sooner he dies, the better for Colorado. He's the perfect puppet for some usurper like the Gippers to put on my father's throne and claim he's the legitimate heir. Of course, killing him would piss Daddy off. And you ass-kissers wouldn't want that. Might be the only way to get him out of Denver, though. Those Gippers got their hooks in him deep.
Okay, we're done here. You can go. You're too dangerous to live. We're taking you down. We can't let you go. You're under arrest.
You can try it, but you'll be going back to Arizona in a bucket if you do. Fair warning.
Like I feel like we would die. We'll risk it. Let's go. This is gonna be a terrible idea, isn't it?
I warned you. Boys.
Wouldn't there be some shit if we were able to actually...
Fascinating.
Okay. Razor, go hit her or smack her. I don't think we're gonna win this. Just a hunch. Cobalt. Maybe we can nerd stuff the robot.
Yourselves.
No. Ah, we hit her. We win. Ah, we're not close enough. But we might have actually been able to do it. Go here. Defend. Ow. Those are some really cool robots. Yeah, I mean, we kind of figured that was going to happen, huh? But we had to try. I mean, I feel like they don't know. And
Colorado on the trail. If we saved him or betrayed him, if we did the job we went for.
Wait, did we just lose?
We failed. Hard times in Arizona with the Rangers and the settlers.
This didn't happen the last time we wiped.
See the Raiders and militia, and it seemed we'd lose the good life that we found. Then Buchanan made his offer, find my kids and I will help you save your land. So we rode for Colorado, praying that he'd be an honest man.
Good song, though. With the Rangers dead and the Patriarch distracted by his sons' noisy but inept aggressions, there was nothing to stop Liberty and her warlords from leading their armies into Colorado Springs and letting them loot and pillage and burn the place to the ground. We actually lost. In a rare display of mercy, Liberty let her father live, taking him with her in a wheeled cage so he could see the ruin of everything he built. She marched her army north and south until all of Colorado groveled at her feet. Without any aid from Colorado, the Rangers of Arizona struggled to survive. At last, General Woodson ordered them to pull up roots and move on. Nobody knows where they went. With that, the story of Team November comes to an end. For good or ill, you changed Colorado forever, and its people will live with the consequences. But the story of the Rangers goes on. Okay, well, at least they're playing a really good song at the end here. I just lowered the volume on the song a little bit here so I could speak. That's interesting. I wasn't expecting that because we had wiped. When did we wipe? We wiped against the Toads, and we just reloaded. The game just let us reload. After that, I had a conversation with you, and you told me that the permadeath system is people are expecting you to start the game over after you wipe. Really, I thought that was I thought they would call it more of an Iron Man. Maybe it says that in the permadeath description. I didn't read it, or I just don't remember it. But yeah. So I don't know if it's only in certain fights if you wipe, if it ends the game. Like, I guess if we died against the Toads, or maybe I reloaded super fast, or I don't know. That's kind of interesting, though. I guess the question is now, do I actually restart the game, or do I reload and pick a different option with Liberty? I don't know if I agree with the decision of the game direction to do that. It's kind of like, there's no way you're going to win that fight, right? Like, I don't think so. It seems like there's no way you're going to be able to win that fight. And you only have two options. Like, you can go, or I'm going to do my job and try and arrest you. I don't know. I don't think we're gonna restart. I like the idea of restarting and like having a new crew and we do different things. I think that could be fun. But at the same time, I'm not sure if everybody's going to enjoy watching me go through the same content again. I suppose we could pick different decisions and play the game more efficiently. Or I could just take the permadeath title out. I'll probably still keep it on because I still like the idea that if we lose one ranger, that they're gone and we have to make a new one. Although, to be honest, like, it seems pretty easy to keep people alive. Like, so far it's been like we either all die or nobody dies. I do think we are going to reload. I think we're going to reload. And, I don't know. Yeah, we're gonna reload, and I'll take the I'll just take the permadeath part of the title out, just so people aren't expecting me to restart the entire game when things like this happen. I do like seeing these things because I like seeing that ending. That was pretty cool, seeing that little epilogue aspect of it and all, but. Maybe if I was playing on my own, I would go through all the game again that we've done so far. But no, I don't think we're gonna. I don't think I'd want to record that again. I'm not sure how interesting it would be for you guys to see me do. I mean, I'd probably do some choices differently, but there would definitely be some choices I'd likely do the same. Just because I don't really want to just make a character that their main function is just do all the opposite decisions that Cobalt chose. But, yeah, we're going to reload. So I will see you guys in a moment. Alright, we are back, and I guess it auto-saved right before we had this encounter with Liberty. Trust your instincts, we're gonna pick the same decisions. I hope you guys are okay with that. I know I don't have a whole lot of people watching this right now, so hopefully it won't be too big of a problem. I know one of you have already told me that you don't mind if I reload. But I should just change the title so people who come in aren't expecting me to reload.
You made a bad deal.
Hey, I'm
and
talking.
On your way home, tell him to hire a better class of spy.
But yeah, I think this is the best decision for me personally. I don't know. Maybe one day we'll replay this game and do it more of an Iron Man permadeath sort of save thing. Anyway, now we know why your father told us to bring you in. Yeah, blah blah blah.
My robots will turn you into a thin red.
We'll ask her all this stuff again.
And to think of all the years my father. Not that it'll be easy. Of course, killing him would piss Daddy off. And you ass kissers would. You can try it, but you'll be going back to. I'm counting on it. Squad, roll out.
All right, and we know what happens to Colorado if she wins. She unites it. Granted, she unites it in a very cruel and tyrant-y way, but she unites it. Ooh, what's that?
Mr. Fun Times here.
Supplies?
With another strangling yarn.
Ahead of you, on the side of the road, you see what first looks like an outhouse. As you get closer, you see it's a lovingly made wooden shrine open at the front, but covered with a pitched roof. You get out to examine it, and you see that placed on the altar within is a broken toaster, with an inscription above it that reads, "The warmth that transforms." Pray to the toaster. You feel all warm inside. Nice. And then leave. You leave the toaster where it is and return to the Kodiak. Gotta offer your prayers up. Okay. Let's keep moving onward to Denver after getting our asses kicked by Liberty. Is Denver this way? Off the road? I'd imagine the highway would have led to Denver as well. Lugnuts. The Arapaho trucker you met before is doing some trading up by the side of the road. He looks up at you as you stop. We hear the Arapaho are the best mechanics in Colorado. Would you mind looking at our Kodiak?
You all are buttering me up one side and down the other, but sure, why not?
Thanks, Lug. Do you have anything new?
Some odds and ends I've taken in trade might be useful.
I don't think you have anything new. Sell my junk. No, I don't have any junk to sell. How are we doing on medical stuff? It looks like we're actually doing pretty okay on medical stuff. So I think we are good. Any cool guns? Actually, yeah. A level 17 heavy machine gun, the Death Sifter. Costs a lot of money, though. Don't know if we want it. We do have the Convincer. Oh, it's owned by Marshal Kwan. Okay. Leave, yeah. Speaking of Marshal Kwan, we have this for you. Look at that thing. Awesome. Looks really cool. Alright, so Denver. Up this way. Okay, let's keep moving. Oh, back on the road. Denver outskirts.
Let's play a melancholy one now, okay? A song about love, loss,
The hell's
and
that?
moving on. A song to touch the heart.
Oh, God.
this is Ranger HQ. Hey, listen up. I got a distress call from near your position. A man named Bulb says his mine's being attacked by, Martians.
Uh-huh. Can you repeat that, HQ? Sounds like just another loon.
Maybe November 1, but I think there might be more to this. The distress call wasn't too clear on what these Martians are, but could be any manner of beast or monster. Advise checking it out. I think this Bulb fellow will be happy to tell you more. Over and out.
Okay. Locate the tellurium mine and distressed miner. Is that it there? Yeah. Alright, well, we are going to Colorado at the moment. What level is that quest? It is a high-level quest. War of the Worlds, I'm guessing, is, yeah, level 15. Denver should be just up ahead. Denver city limits. The rebel-strewn streets of Denver, the mile-high city. The Colorado State Capitol building still stands among the towering ruins. Denver ruins. Here we go. Hopefully we fare better here than we did against Liberty, because that was not good.
Outsiders are forbidden to interfere.
Sister Nancy Glory.
At ease, Sister Glory. I know what this is about. The Patriarch has sent the famous Desert Rangers to inquire after his son, Valor.
You're not wrong.
I'll be with you in just a moment, Rangers. Justice is swift in God President Reagan's America.
Oh, goodness. We respectfully request an audience with the God President to negotiate on behalf of the Patriarch. Let's take care of business first, then we'll get out of your hair. We don't care about your justice, hand over valor. Let's take care of business first, then we'll get out of your hair.
Business does not take precedence over justice with us. You'll have to wait. Ronnie, are you ready to begin the trial?
That's a very interesting stance to take for somebody who worships Reagan.
Yes, Nancy. Present the accused.
Interesting.
I've heard about this thing. Some kind of sentient super weapon, so watch out.
Thanks.
Thank you, husband. First, the heathen Godfisher attacked 3 of our commandos, captured 1, cut off his limbs, and sent him screaming into the sky.
Oh, God.
The gods of the sky must be appeased, or the nurturing rains will never come. Thus, we appease them with our sacred kites and the blood of unbelievers.
Is this the person that took over from Clouds?
Well, that doesn't sound very civilized. What's the other one done?
You let a talking statue decide people's fates? That's not like any American justice we know. Is this some kind of Wizard of Oz thing? Is there a guy in there making it talk? Your god is awesome. Oh yeah, is there a guy in there? Probably not. It's probably just a robot, right? But we don't want to offend them. Let's try and be a little diplomatic here. Let's just ask.
There is no one in there but God President Reagan.
Oh, sorry.
Now please, no further interruptions. The other one, husband, is a communist robot from the machine commune who trespassed on our land.
Uh-oh, not a commie.
Your designation is incorrect. We are a direct democracy.
Same thing.
And I entered your lands to heal the injured humans. It is irrelevant whether one is communist. Communist?
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, Jesus.
As for the hippie, no one can be denied the promise that is, well, America. Let's give her a second chance. Go and, send no more.
Fools! The gods of the sky will devour you.
Thus is justice done in America. God bless us, and God bless God, President Reagan.
Woo, yeah, woo!
Sorry to keep you waiting, but matters of state must come first. I'm Mother Nancy Reliance, and this is my husband, God President Reagan. Welcome to the shining city on the hill.
Your husband, huh? Nice work blowing up that robot. That's what those rust buckets deserve. Hell yeah.
Yes, exactly. A communist robot,
Yeah,
no less.
it's even worse.
Now, if you still want to discuss Valor Buchanan, come and join Ronnie and I in the Western White House. We will receive you in the sacred server room.
Ah, yes.
Okay?
The secret server room, of course.
Chili beans! We haven't had any visitors since we paused the patriarch's oil. And Mother Nancy herself offered you an audience with Ronnie. What an honor!
I feel very, very honored.
Wow, the Desert Rangers! We don't get many famous folks around these parts. And you're getting the VIP treatment too. Meeting the God President face to face. I'm Sister Nancy Glory, by the way. Anything I can do for you?
How did you and Mother Nancy make that statue kill that communist robot earlier?
Huh? Oh, we didn't do any of that. That was all the God President. Ain't that right, sir?
I have to protect my Nancy, don't I?
Oh, Ronnie. You're making me blush.
Wait, that statue is the actual God President? We thought he was inside.
Oh, Ronnie's everywhere. He sees through every statue in this place. But the place he likes to be most is in the server room with Mother Nancy.
Who was that woman Mother Reliance set free?
Ronnie set her free. She's one of them crazy godfishers. They like to hang people's torsos onto kites and fly them up in the air.
Ah.
Supposed to attract demons from the clouds or something like that. Ugh, disgusting heathen nonsense. It'll all go when we finally cleanse this place. This is Ronnie's land, his oil, and we ain't leaving. Not for cannibals, call me computers, pinko robots, or filthy plain savages. Not for anyone.
Those Godfishers seem a bit too close for comfort. Need some help chasing them off? That robot helped your people, so why did Reagan kill it? So your name is Nancy Glory, and your boss is Nancy Reliance. Why are so many of you named Nancy?
We take the name Nancy from Ronnie's original wife, back before the deluge of fire. It's the greatest honor a woman can achieve, being a Nancy.
I agree. Nancys are amazing. My mother is a Nancy, so...
I love my Nancy.
Good for you, Reagan.
Oh, I love you too, Ronnie.
Those Godfishers, the robot helped you? We could use a debrief on the Godfishers. Yeah, give me a debrief.
The Godfishers? Sure. They're the crazy cultists who kill people and fly their torsos up to the clouds on kites. And I'm pretty sure they want to kill us all.
Probably.
So, not very neighborly neighbors.
No.
If you know what I mean.
I know what you mean. That robot helped your people, so why did Reagan kill it?
Well, because the robot was a commie, obviously.
Obviously.
But you never know with Ronnie. Last week, he spared a robot, killed 2 Godfishers, and incinerated a tree.
It was a commie tree.
It's all part of his plan, though. I know that.
Need some help chasing him off?
Yeah. Well, don't tell anybody I said so, but we kinda do. There's more and more of them all the time. They're moving into our oil field now. Of course, Ronnie blasts them whenever they get too close, but he ain't mobile. And Mother Nancy won't give me the troops I need to fight him. So, well, if you're looking for a paycheck...
I don't know if we're actually going to help him, but we'll keep our options open here. We'll see what we can do.
Well, thanks, Rangers. what else can I do for you?
Take care, Glory.
You too, Rangers. Don't forget, Mother Nancy and Ronnie are waiting for you inside.
Yes, they sure are, aren't they? Now, inside of where? Ask the question. Hey, Ronnie. Mind if I call you Ronnie?
Well, hello down there.
Hey. Okay, we got machine turrets. Machine commune. Oh god. Is that the kites? Yikes. I don't know where she went. Maybe in here, though?
Do you ever question your faith?
Of course not.
Me either.
Yes, this must be where we're going.
You'll find the God President in the back, Rangers. Big door. Don't keep the God President waiting, Rangers.
Terminal guard.
North end of the building.
Bill?
Sanctuary of the Holy Spirit.
Partner?
Partner? The young man gives you his best stoic, steely-eyed nod. Sadly, he looks like he's about to sneeze. Nod back. He nods again, squinting harder. Nod back. He nods again, sweating now. Your head'll fall off if you keep doing that, kid. He turns red and stares down at his polished boots.
Sorry. That's how you cowboys say hello, right?
Where'd you get an idea like that? You look more like a cowboy than we do.
I do? Well, thanks. I'm just trying to do it like all rangers and marshals and cowboys in the stories do it. Nodding and squinting and staring right through you. You know, tough, hard.
Mm-hmm.
My name's Bill. I have a stupid question. I know it's stupid, but I gotta ask. I just gotta know.
What were you going to ask us?
Have any of you seen my ma anywhere? I told you it was a stupid question. How would you know if you saw her? I don't even have a picture of her. I just... you forget I asked.
Your mom is missing? Since when? What happened? Have you tried looking for your mom?
You mean like the stories? Walking the West with a 6-shooter in my hand, saving my mom from engines and cattle barons and railroad men. You think I should do it?
Have you ever stepped outside of Gipper territory? Do you know what it's like out there? Don't do it, kid. Seriously, you'll die out there. Why not? Go find your ma, kid. It'll be an adventure. Do you know what it's like out there?
Sure I do. I mean, I've never been, but I know all the history. You know, how God President Reagan conquered the West before he was God President.
Ah, yes.
All that.
Reagan conquered the West.
You don't know? Well, this was back in the bad old days, when the West was overrun by commies all trying to build iron curtains and stop freedom. The God President was still a man back then, before the Ascension, but oh boy, was he tough. He had a 6-shooter that fired 7 bullets, and a horse named Ashwater that killed Reds just by looking at them. Anyway, I know the West has gotten worse again since he tamed it back then, but I reckon I can handle it.
Why not? Go find your ma, kid. It'll be an adventure.
Are you really sending this kid out there alone? I mean, he's probably about my age, but he seems kind of soft.
What was that?
Nothing. But listen. On second thought, don't do it. It's too dangerous.
You think so? Yeah, maybe you're right. I guess it would have been dumb. Oh, it felt right. Like my heart was a locked door, and your words were the key.
Damn.
Yeah. Sorry, Mom.
We changed our minds, kid. You should go look for your ma. I mean... Go do it.
Really?
His eyes blaze.
Oh, I knew it. The minute you said I should leave, I knew it was the right thing to do. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much, Rangers. I gotta go find my gun.
Who knows? Maybe he'll survive. Subsystems. We got a door there that goes down there. Containers. Whole bunch of stuff. We got a doctor over there, it looks like. Wyman. The Wyman. A painting. Reagan, the mighty and merciful. Oh, Jesus. A speaker next to the door crackles to life.
Welcome to the Western White House. God President Reagan is expecting you. Please come in.
Enter. The heavy door swings open.
Thank you.
Hey, there's Valor.
What is this? Those are the Desert Rangers! They work for my father! You promised to keep me safe!
Calm down, Valor. God President Reagan has everything under control.
Well now, welcome, Patriots. Nancy and I, well, we appreciate your selfless service and want to thank you for it. You are true Americans and, well, good neighbors.
Well, thank you, Reagan.
Now then, help yourself to some jelly beans, and let's get down to business, shall we? As you know. You and I have a rendezvous with destiny. We'll preserve for our children this, the last best hope of man on Earth, or we'll sentence them to...
Holy shit.
If it takes a blood, let's get it over with. Well, what do you say?
What the heck was all that about? Are you alright?
Americans are not going to tolerate intimidation, terror, and outright acts of war against this nation and its people. How do you tell a communist? Well, it's someone who reads Marx and Lenin. And how do you tell an anti-communist? It's someone who understands Marx and Lenin.
Marx, Lemon? Who are they? Whatever you say, sir. You're not even remotely okay, are you?
Government is like a baby. An alimentary canal with a big appetite at one end and, well, no responsibility at the other. Why shouldn't we believe that? We are Americans.
That's enough, Ronnie. You did very well. But it's bedtime for Bonzo now, okay?
Okay, Mommy. Well, I'm sleepy.
I know you are, darling. Night-night. I don't appreciate the way you've been conducting yourselves, Rangers. You're in the presence of divinity. Show some respect. Normally, I'd have thrown you out for such impertinence, but at the moment, we can't be choosy with our associates. I have work for you. Paid work.
We're only here to discuss Valor Buchanan and the oil situation in Colorado Springs. We're not here to make deals. We start the oil and turn over Valor or face the consequences. Let's see what she wants first.
My husband, the God President, wishes to transfer his consciousness to a human body. To accomplish this, we must acquire a... What was it, Valor?
A cybernetic transfer module. It's amazing. Basically, what it does is...
That's enough for now, Valor. But yes, we must acquire this transfer module from the filthy communist robots that occupy the Denver airport. Or rather, we'd like you to acquire it and bring it here, to us. Once God President Reagan has a human body, you'll be rewarded with money, a fine weapon, and we will relinquish our claim on Valor and restart the oil to Colorado Springs.
Reagan's Gaze, Rockets 6, and $250. It's a deal. We get the module, you turn over Valor, and resume oil shipments to Colorado Springs. We're going to need some more information first. We need some time to think about this. We're not here to deal. We're here to take. Valor, you're coming with us. Give us more information.
Very well, but I warn you, I have a very limited supply of patience.
Me too. Why would your god need a transfer module?
There are a lot of issues with the current hardware. The read-write heads alone are...
They don't need such technical details, Valor. Suffice to say, though the vessel containing the God President was meant to be everlasting, that has proven false, and a new vessel is required. Ronnie has announced his preference for the vessel to be human.
How do we know you'll keep your promise to turn over Valor?
Oh, you morons. Mother Nancy always keeps her promises. And anyway, she's not the boss of me. I'm here because I want to be. Helping the God President become immortal is very important work, okay?
Thank you, Valor. As you can see, Rangers, he's a talented and driven young man, fully dedicated to our cause. Nobody is being held here against their will.
Tell us more about these robots at the airport.
They call themselves a commune and say they are working for the betterment of all sentient beings. It's a lie. They put on a friendly face so they can turn humans against each other. Mark my words, they'll try to trick you too. But their end draws near. Once we have what we need from them, they will be dealt with like the dirty communists they are.
Why haven't you sent some gippers to get the module?
The preparations have kept us busy enough. Your assistance is a convenience that we are willing to pay for. Nothing more. Now, I serve at the pleasure of a god, Rangers. And I don't have time for this non-committal dithering. Are you going to help us or not?
We don't like robots, so I'm okay going in there and fighting some robots to get the thing. We're gonna go in there. I don't really like these guys either, though. Just being my natural curious self is making it making them dislike me. So we don't like them. But we're gonna help them out. We're gonna play along for a little bit. We get the module, you turn over Valor and resume oil shipments to Colorado Springs.
Agreed. But only after Valor helps us transfer God President Reagan into a new body.
That's right. They can't do this without me.
Yes, dear. Now keep working. Meanwhile, our home is at your disposal. I'll tell the sisters you can come and go as you please. Make America proud, Rangers.
Yeah. Okay, what do we got here?
You don't appear to have the module. Why have you returned?
Sister Glory asks us to handle the Godfisher problem. Anything we should know?
Sister Glory means well, but we can handle a few scattered plain savages. You stay focused on getting the module and resolving our deal.
We have questions about the mission.
Bring us the cybernetic transfer module, then we'll restore the flow of oil to Colorado Springs and release our claim on Valor Buchanan. Is any part of that unclear?
What is wrong with the president?
You are referring to God President Reagan's tics? Yes, well, my dear Ronnie is just as sane as he ever was. It is the machine that contains him that is failing. These outbursts are caused by faulty wiring and aging hardware.
So your god's just a simulation? Who's the lucky recipient of Reagan's brain?
We are reviewing the health and fitness of numerous candidates.
So your god's just a simulation. Can you explain what... Yeah, just a simulation.
Simulation? The God President is the real and actual Ronald Wilson Reagan in digital form, downloaded into this sacred vessel before his worldly shell failed him. He is, in a very real sense, the last true American, the only man left who lived before the deluge of fire and who knows the secrets of the old world. And through his leadership and wisdom, he will return us to that old world. He will heal this broken land and make it once more a patriot's paradise, the shining city on the hill.
Simulating an entire person requires some heavy-duty hardware.
I told you Ronnie is not a simulation. He is an adaptive intelligence. His memories are stored magnetically and transferred in and out of storage by read-write heads. Those in turn deliver data to and from his processing units. Sadly, the components have degraded over time, and occasional tiny errors have crept in. We've had to work around them.
Keeping a sentient AI intact under those kinds of conditions is an incredible feat.
Thank you. You're more insightful than most of the outsiders I've met. A pleasant surprise. Maintaining the God President's hardware and software requires talent and training. It is a difficult job, but rewarding. Our duty is a holy one. But despite our expertise, we can't change the fact that Ronnie is housed in pre-war machines, and repairing them grows more difficult every year. That is why we're finding him a more natural vessel where his divinity can flourish unbound.
Can you explain what a cybernetic transfer module is exactly?
Our young Mr. Buchanan is handling the technical side of things. Valor, dearest, could you please explain the details of the module for our guests?
I don't have time for this, but if you insist. The module was built to create a direct connection between a human brain and a machine intelligence. It was scrapped after it overwrote a researcher's brain. Allegedly. I'm inclined to believe that was human error, or a weak-minded subject. The design specifications are incomplete, but I know enough to fill in the gaps. Clearly, the device is meant to transfer information to a human mind, not overwrite it.
The corner of Reliance's mouth twitches in a secret smile.
Thank you, Valor. That was an excellent summation. This transfer capability is precisely what we need to move the God President into a human body.
See, we don't like robots, but I imagine we don't like AI either, since AIs are kind of robots, right? Like, essentially. So we don't like the commune or these guys, so there's a good chance we'll just end up killing everybody here and taking Valor. Maybe we'll side with the Godfishers, even though they're pretty gruesome. But who knows? We sided with the monster army, who are also gruesome. So, and I guess the Patriarch's pretty vicious too. So, let's ask you something else.
Yes?
Tell us about the Gippers.
Outsiders always do. Ask away.
Why is Valor with you?
He is a brilliant computer technician who feels as strongly as we do that the God President must have a new vessel. Without him and his knowledge, the transfer would be impossible.
Oh, Dad's gonna shit his pants when he meets the new Reagan face to face. It's gonna be awesome.
How did the Gippers come to be?
In the days after the godless communists rained fire and death from sea to shining sea, the God President awoke in the ruins of the city on the hill and mourned the loss of the world he'd built and the loss of his wife. So mighty was his grief, so heartbreaking his suffering, that it was heard across the gray and burning world. Men raged with him at the dying of the light, and women wept at his loneliness. But one woman did more. She healed his wounds and gave him solace. In gratitude, the God President named her Nancy, the first Nancy. Then he led her to this building, dubbed it the Western White House, and decreed that it would be the heart of America reborn.
Are the Nancys the God President's wives? Or is it more like a title?
We are his wives, and we all hold positions of great responsibility in his government. It is the highest honor in the land. Some of us are warriors, like Sister Nancy Glory, standing strong against the barbarian hordes. Others are scientists and technicians. Sister Nancy Forge, for instance, built many of our weapons and defensive systems. All of us serve Reagan to the best of our abilities and work to prepare the next generation of wives to serve him likewise when we die. It is our sacred duty.
Why are you mother when the rest of the Nancys are sister?
The sisters protect the God President's people and enforce his laws. I protect the God President himself, and I interpret his wisdom. This has been the honor and the duty of every Mother Nancy since the first. We brief the God President on state and business issues, disputes between citizens, and once he speaks on them, we put the intent of his words into action.
You interpret the intent of Reagan's words? Doesn't that kind of make you the actual leader here?
You mean that I could interpret Ronnie's words in any way I wished? That he is just a figurehead, and I am making all the decisions? Ridiculous! For one who has been at his side for half a century, the God President's intent is always perfectly clear. I am only his wife. I have no power but that which passes from him through me, and no ambition but to serve him well.
Goodbye. Alright, so these guys are, well, I guess I don't know how much she believes what she's saying, or if she,
So, you're the Rangers. I hear you've been showing the Marshals how it's done. Keep it up and maybe Daddy'll make you his chief bootlickers.
Oh, I want to punch you so badly.
Well, you can go back and tell Saul I'm staying here. The Gippers are my family now.
How'd you end up with the Gippers?
Huh. My father sent me here as punishment for being smarter than him. Stupidest thing he ever did.
You're doing alright here, though, it seems. Nah, he should have locked you up. Nah, I mean, yeah.
Damn right I am. The Gippers understand my worth. They're not blind like my father. I'm the foremost tech and computer expert in the world. You name it, I've taken it apart, put it back together, and made it better.
As modest as he ever was.
He's always been like this. A boaster and a braggart.
Just a tiny investment in hardware, and I could have given my father access to all the 100 families' records and secrets. No, but he wasn't gonna shell out for any tech unless it could kill someone. Idiot.
You've got a pretty high opinion of yourself, huh?
Opinion means I can't prove I'm better than you. I can any day of the week.
So, what made your father send you here?
Liberty attacked Colorado Springs, and the city alarms didn't go off. So he blamed me. He said I fucked up. I didn't fuck up. Those alarms were sabotaged.
Sabotaged? Sabotaged by who?
My sister! She stole the codes from my room before she left! It was her fault, not mine!
Sounds like you've got a grudge against Colorado Springs. That hardware looks really old. Is it hard using it to set up a mind-body transfer? Can you give us a good reason not to drag you back to the Patriarch right now? Sounds like you've got a grudge against Colorado Springs.
Idiots! They're all idiots! They think they're the center of civilization! No, not without oil, they're not. Let's see how civilized they are a few months from now.
Hardware looks really old.
Well, that's an understatement. The infrastructure around here is fine for pumping oil and powering the defense systems, but we're trying to usher in the next era in human-to-God interfaces. It's pushing this building's systems to the limit. If I could just squeeze out some extra power, we could supercharge Reagan's statue and still have enough juice for the transfer process. The upgrades don't require a genius like me. Even you could do it. If you want to make some extra money, I'll pay you to handle them. And there are also some system parts which would become redundant. You can have those too.
How much money are we talking?
Mother Reliance, can you please pay these people? It'll help me with my work.
We have the wealth of Colorado beneath our feet, Rangers, and you've seen our wonders firsthand. You will be fairly compensated for any work you do.
So about those system upgrades?
What about them?
What do you, is this work actually important, or are we just helping you keep the lights on?
In this springtime of
Oh, hi.
hope, some lights seem eternal. America's is.
Hush, Ronnie. The answer to both questions is yes. You have only seen a fraction of the statute's full power. If our systems are upgraded, we can unleash its full potential and complete the transfer of Ronnie's consciousness into a human body. However, obtaining the cybernetic transfer module is still our top priority.
What do you need us to do again?
3 terminals manage our key systems. Everything from the Reagan statue's weapons to heating the building. 2 are in this building, but 1's near the statue. Look at each terminal, figure out the problem, fix it. Simple. Given the power readings in here, you haven't touched a single one. So how about you get started?
Can you give us a good reason not to drag you back to the Patriarch right now?
The automated turrets, the protection of the Gipper himself, all the Nancys who swore to defend me.
Can't help noticing you're planning on having everyone else fight for you.
Well, I never claimed to be a fighter, but here, I don't need to be.
See ya.
Not if I see you first.
Oh, got me. I'll take this. Ooh, Reliance's Manifesto. A recording of Reliance's Manifesto, which is broadcast over the airwaves and spread far wide.
People do rather get the wrong idea about us. I can't say I mind. Let us be underestimated and ridiculed. They think our Ronnie is dead and never coming back, and they are wrong. They accuse us of seeing communists in every shadow, and, well, they are right. But so are we. Make no mistake, dears. We are surrounded by the vestiges of the evil empire. They have turned our great nation into an irradiated graveyard, and they expect us to weep. But we are steel, sisters. We do not bend, nor do we rust. We endure. So let them laugh at us. We are the wives of the God President, and we will endure until he returns to us. Until then, his great work lies before us, unfinished. We will arm our sons and our daughters and teach them to hunt communists and snake-tongued socialists. From birth, we will turn our children's hearts to unyielding stone. With our blessing, they will bring peace back to the world, one bullet at a time. We do this in the Gipper's name. Amen.
Amen. Alright, that's where we're going to end the episode, guys. We are here in the in Denver, the Gipper Stronghold. In the next episode, we're going to probably look around here a little bit more. Maybe do that terminal, or do the little side quest for Valor there. And then we'll be going to the Machine Commune to take care of the robots and get the mind-to-body transfer module thing. And then I don't know, we'll see what our options are after we do that. But I don't really like these people. I don't trust them. And I don't think they will be good for the Rangers, at least as it stands right now. Especially since we haven't really got off to the best of starts with each other. Yeah, they don't really like us at the moment. I mean, we're neutral, but we're very close to being disliked. But yeah, that's something we're gonna have to figure out in the next episode. Until then, I hope you all have a wonderful day, and I will catch you later.